friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining us for the first time, I'm Coco and welcome to the family. Welcome to another family reunion. Today's video, as you can see, is going to be a little bit different. I haven't done a natural hair video update, whatever you want to call it, in quite a while. So I've been rocking my hair out lately and I figured I should probably show you guys what I've been doing. So today's video is going to be a twist out tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve my super defined, super voluminous, fluffy twist out on type 4 hair. I would not consider my hair 4C, so to speak, but it's definitely up there in the 4s, 4B probably, and maybe a little bit of mixed texture. Today I'm going to be using products from some of my favorite brands, including Pantene, Creole Essence, which you guys know I love, Curls Dynasty, and AsIAm. So sit back, relax, and let's get fabulous, okay? Now, by no means am I any kind of a natural hair guru, or am I saying that this is a proven perfect method, because it certainly is not. But this is what I've been doing lately, and hopefully if you're new to the twist out game, hopefully this helps you. And definitely feel free to let me know down below if there are any products that you recommend or that you love or that you used, or any methods and techniques. Let me know down below, okay? Let's get started. Alright, first things first, as you can see, I am starting on old hair. This is days old twist out leftovers. It's dry, it's flaking, it's a no. No. So we're gonna get this together. And yeah, we can't even run our fingers through it. No. So for my first step in this twist out technique, I'm going to be using the Pantene Pro V Classic Clean Conditioner. I love it so much. And I'm going to be using this as a conditioning treatment prior to any kind of water or shampoo touching my hair. So I'm going to be working in pretty small sections. I definitely want to make sure that I'm able to apply this technique to as much hair as possible, okay? You want your hair to actually get the product. So I'm taking pretty much a quarter, $half-ish sized amount of the conditioner. It's really thick, it's creamy, it's super moisturizing, which is why I love using it for this pre-shampoo treatment. And I'm working it in from my ends all the way up the hair shaft to the roots of my hair for each section. This technique I use also to detangle my hair. So this is what allows me to finger detangle. I want to make sure I get the product on every curl to loosen up every curl. As I said, my hair has been dry for a while. So I'm just making sure that my hair gets a moisture source prior to adding any kind of shampoo and even any kind of water onto it. When I get ready to shampoo and finger detangle in the shower, I don't want to have any tangles there. I want it to be moisturized, I want it to be bouncy, I want it to be shiny, I want it to be loosened up already. I'm pretty liberal and generous when I am doing this technique. This is why I like to use just a regular conditioner for this step, because you're gonna want to use a lot of product. And you can use any conditioner. I like the Pantene one because it's so thick and my hair is so thick. So this just works really well. As you can see, it loosens the curls almost immediately. They look a lot shinier, they're bouncier, and it really also brings back that definition that we want in the end. So we're just starting super early, making sure that the hair is moisturized, making sure that it is defined, and of course we want to make sure that we can run our fingers through it. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to do this to my entire head. As you can see, it truly does make a difference in the original state of my hair and how it looks now. I can run my fingers through each section and they look so juicy. Of course, I'm going to go around my entire head and make sure that every single strand of hair is covered in conditioner, has been loosened, finger detangled. It looks like I'm being rough, but that's just because it's sped up. But I am gentle. This is a process that takes me a good 10 minutes maybe, just to make sure that everything is all loosened up and well conditioned, well moisturized. Once I'm done with the different sections, I'm going to take a pretty generous amount again, full palm, rub between my hands, and I'm going to apply that to the front roots of my hair, my edges, and of course all around my hair, just to make sure if I missed a spot, it gets a little extra hit, you know. Smooth it down. As you can see, it's manageable now. It's laying kinda. It's bouncing all around. Of course, you're gonna see some hairs breaking off because I don't use a comb in my hair. So this is when it's coming out. Of course, we want to get some heat into this, so we're gonna do that by deep conditioning with a plastic cap. So obviously a normal plastic cap is a little bit small for my hair. So I'm going to double down with a plastic bag. This is just a regular plastic bag. I think it's from Family Dollar. But I'm going to just tie that in the front, making sure that, you know, it's on securely. And I'm going to tuck the extra hairs into that. And I'm going to chill with that for like a good, 30 minutes. After that, I went ahead and shampooed my hair with Pantene Pro V Classic Clean Shampoo and the Curls Dynasty Coco Mint Shampoo, which is the best shampoo ever. Holy grail product. Alright, so my camera deleted the part where I tell you what I'm using, but I'm twisting my hair going towards the back of my head, so always away from my face. And I'm basically just wrapping one strand around the other. As I continue the twist, I'm going to slightly slide my fingers down the strand, and that's just to keep it as smooth as possible. And I'm gonna continue this all the way down to the end. I'm using first the AsIAm Coco Shea Whip, and then I'm following that with the Curls Dynasty Twisted Definition. That is my power combo for getting a super defined, super fluffy twist out. And as you can see, I'm just rolling it through my fingers all the way down to the end. And then when I get to the end, I will twist the entire end of the twist to get, just roll it between my fingers to make sure that those ends stay twisted too. And see how juicy it is? Yes, that's what we want. So I'm literally separating my hair into sections with my fingers. I'm pretty much just choosing pretty small sections, I'd say. I'm going to first apply the AsIAm Coco Shea Whip, and I'm starting at the end and going all the way up to my roots. And then I also apply about a quarter-sized amount of the Curls Dynasty Twisted Definition, and I'm going to do the same thing, entire shaft of my hair, just finger detangling through as I add the product. And I pretty much add as necessary. And again, twisting away from my face towards the back of my head, all the way down. Look at how juicy those are. Yes. And I keep the sections pretty small. I like to keep them kind of in boxes. You don't have to do it super neat. And all I do is I just make sure that I am not borrowing hair from any already twisted pieces. And I also make sure that when I get to the front of my head that I've already kind of placed the twist in the direction that I want the hair to lay. And also I keep where I would want my natural part to be. So as you can see, this is what it looks like when it's all done. They're way bouncier than I started with. They're juicy, and the side I started with has already started to dry. So I'm going to take my Creole Essence 100% Haitian Black Castor Oil. This is the final step in the night before process, before drying. I'm going to take a few drops of the oil, and I'm going to put it into the palm of my hand. Now this is very different from a step that I'm going to do in the morning. I'm putting this part in the palm of my hand only, rubbing it together to kind of heat it up because that really activates it. So I'm just rubbing that together, and I'm just going down the entire twist and adding this as like a sealing finishing oil. So this will help give it extra shine. This is keep it protected and keep the hair and the twist super strong. And I'm just smoothing that along my edges, along every single twist to make sure it's sealing in all the moisture. And of course we're gonna apply our bonnet because honey, what we're not gonna do is do all this work to just have it be frizzy and have it snag on a cotton pillow. Absolutely not. And good night. Let's get some rest, girl. Alright, on the wake up, we are ready to see what this hair looks like. Remove that bonnet, girl. Take it off. Let's see. Oh. The shrinkage is real, sis. But that's okay. We're going to take care of that. So, we're going to grab a few scrunchies and we're going to do a process called banding. So we're going to basically band our hair to help stretch it. Now, I do recommend you actually band overnight to get optimal results. Band overnight and use silk or satin scrunchies. That's what I recommend. However, we're in a bind, so I'm going to grab my blow dryer and I'm going to be using it on the cold setting. This is a golden hot blow dryer. I'm using it again on the gold setting. You see me holding that button down, and I'm basically blowing the cold air down the twist. And this helps dry, but it also helps stretch. After getting ready, I'm beat. I am going to remove my banding. Again, I recommend you do this overnight, but if you don't, it's cool too. So I've already laid my edges, but I'm going to remove my banding, and then I'm going to do one more step that isn't typical. So I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to grab a scissor and I'm going to dust my ends. I find that doing it in this process helps make sure that there's no straggly ends. It's not looking super thin at the ends either. And I just get a more full and voluminous twist out when I do take out my twist. So I'm literally just going in and lightly dusting, and then I am going to do the final oil step. I'm using my same Creole Essence 100% Haitian black castor oil, and this time I'm literally only applying it to my fingertips. I don't know why people apply it to their palms for this step, but I like to apply it to my fingertips. And that's because I'm going to untwist using my finger twist, literally twisting the entire twist in the opposite direction. So this time I'm twisting it towards my face, and it's going to separate itself literally. Like, it will separate the twist into the two separate strands for me. And I'm going to do that all around my head. You'll see in the back I literally rotate my hands in the opposite direction and just let it come apart. It looks like I'm pulling, but I'm really not, and you shouldn't pull. Just let it come out naturally. All the way around to the front. You see I already laid my edges. I did use the Edge Booster by Stylecaster. That does not work for me. That's why you're seeing that the white buildup. That is literally just my edge control. So ignore that. It goes away after a while, after you put some oil on it. But I'm literally just making sure that I've untwisted all of the twists and that it's just two separate strands all over. Shake it, girl. This is what it looks like before we actually fluff and before we pull them apart. So grabbing the separate strands of my two strand twist, I'm just going to find where the space is when I pull it down. So pull it down a little bit, find the space, and just separate those strands. Don't even worry about knowing how to separate your hair, because it will literally tell you where to separate it. As you kind of lightly pull on the separate two strands of the two strand twist, you'll start to see the spaces between the hairs, and that's where you want to separate out. And you literally just do this to every single piece of every single part of each twist that you did on your head. I'm not going to lie to you, this process can take a good 20 to 30 minutes of just separating. And also, as you go each day that you retwist your hair, it will get bigger. So right here you can really see the difference between what it looks like when you have separated the twist versus when you just take them out and untwist them. You can see the left side is way bigger than the right, and it will continue to get bigger. This is why it's so important to do this step and to take your time and separate as much as you can, separating each strand into 5 or 6 mini strands, okay? Literally all over your head. You want to make sure, as you can see, you separate where it wants to be separated, and then also lay those separate strands exactly where you want them to stay. And that'll just help in your styling process. So yeah.
Every single one, we gotta make sure we separate it out. And again, it's telling me where it wants to be separated. That's why there's no tangles. So here we go. One last step is the upside down fluff. Get up, flip that head upside down. Make sure that there are no sections that haven't been separated, and just shake it out. Pull on it a little bit, stretch it. Really make sure that you're getting as much length and as much volume as possible. We look a little crazy, but it's nothing our fingers cannot fix. Just pull it down, lay it back to where you want it to be, and you'll see it's even bigger. It's even more voluminous. It's fluffier. You could definitely take a pic at this point if you really wanted to, but I like to leave mine in this state because I know that it's going to get bigger as the days go. But it literally will stay defined, stay fluffy, stay super soft, and most importantly, I will stay fabulous. Okay, honey? So yes, this is the twist out. We love it. We look good, we're fluffing, we're just making sure everything is laying in the right place, but we look good.
And that, my friend, is how I achieve my super defined, super fluffy, voluminous twist out. I hope this video helped you in some way, shape, or form. I definitely recommend that you try out the products that I featured in this video. If you're going to try out any, I definitely would suggest you try out the Curls Dynasty Twisted Definition. I definitely think that this product is the one that really seals the deal and really makes this twist out super defined, not crunchy, super fluffy, soft, pillowy. This right here, I love this stuff. Of course, I truly use all of the products featured. Again, if there are any products that you feel like I should try that you love, leave them in the description box down below so I can test them out. You know, I love me a good product. But I would definitely say that 90% of achieving a great twist out is the technique. I think that you can salvage any twist out using any products as long as your technique is on point. So if you have anything to take away from, if there's anything that I want you to take away from this twist out tutorial, is there enough to use in this? It would be that the technique is what truly matters. Okay, so I hope this video helps. Like I said, if you're new to the natural family, leave a comment down below because I'm new too. So like, let's be new together, okay? Let's figure this thing out together. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. See you soon. Bye. Hey, hit that subscribe button. It took a long time to do these twists, okay? And to take them out. So hit that subscribe button. I think I deserve it. Bye, guys. Oh, and let me know if you want more natural hair videos. Duh. Give me a thumbs up if you want more. Alright, bye for real this time. Bye, guys.